When it's all said and done, will we be the greatest rappers alive? Will we be the best group? Will we have the most hustle? Will we sell the most records? Will we make a lot of money? I'm saying. My mama always told me to pray when you seen signs of trouble or you had a rainy day. But right now I ain't thinking about church, I'm thinking about...
Only thing I can describe about Long Beach real estate is it's high as hell. I mean, if I'd had a job I have, I'm a longshoreman, I wouldn't be a homeowner. Well, only because of my job. But other than that, the real estate in California, Long Beach is skyrocket. It's like, it's almost $1 million for a house right now, real talk.
I feel like the downtown area is pretty nice. I really like it a lot. It's a good place to come like ride bikes and stuff. You got the water down there, you got the aquarium, and then the lighthouse and everything. And then just like the downtown vibes, it's kind of like, I'll say it's like Vegas, but more of like a city vibe.
I've been some places now, like Malibu, Santa Barbara, Santa Monica, and I would say this place is like more quiet, like more chill, and like lots of space.
Oh, the east side? Well, for me, so I grew up on the west side. And if you ask people who are from Long Beach, there's west side, there's east side, and then there's a whole other section of the city called East Long Beach. We don't talk about that part of town. But east side is special because it's really diverse. You know, you have a lot of Cambodians here who came here after the 1975 genocide. Really big population. A lot of folks don't know that Long Beach has the most Cambodians outside of Cambodia. We got a lot of black folks, we got a lot of Mexican folks. East side is also home to the 6th District, which is a very prominent black community. It's experienced a lot of gentrification over the years, unfortunately, but we definitely want to encourage folks to come out and support. So yeah, it's a real diverse community. You know, folks who are, you know, not about certain parts of life, they might look around and be like, I can't get down, it's too much over here. But, you know, we're all people that have families. We just want to get along. We want to go to work. We want to have fun. You'll see a bunch of people. Look at, like, the park is full. They just opened the park again after having it closed, and it's full. Like, this is it right here. We got break dancing right here. We got African dance right here. You got a whole bunch of nice food right here. So it's just a nice connected community.
I think this neighborhood is like the most multicultural, and like it's dead center for all the hoods. Like this is like the crossing point.
That's an easy question for me. Actually, this building here, this is MacArthur Park, but now the nickname is called Homeland. But this is like one of my first talent shows here back in the like 78, 79. We used to battle here at the MacArthur Park, which is now Homeland. This is like one of the historical spots of the battles back in when pop locking first hit the city of Long Beach. This is like talent shows was here, Kings Park, and it wasn't really just here, Kings Park and Silverado Park. There wasn't really a lot of parks that had talent shows, but this here is like one of the first stomping grounds of the battles back in 78, 79. When I met Playboy Eddie, rest in peace Playboy Eddie, that's why we're here. Because I met Playboy Eddie in 1978 at Venice Beach, and he was always a battler. But basically, Long Beach is a known city of pop lockers, and this is one of the ground marks of the popping battles right here. It's the Homeland, MacArthur Park, right here in Long Beach on the east side.
I'll say for one, I'll say the Queen Mary got like a good backstory and everything, especially with like the horror nights that they have like let people walk in and like experience like that cruise feeling. And then I'll say like roller coaster right there. It is like pictures and everything. The lighthouse, it gives you like an actual image of like what it used to be back in like the 60s and stuff. And yeah,
It's more futuristic, I would say, like if you compare to different places. So the buildings more like from the future. I would say. Yeah.
I mean, on this particular corridor, you'll see a lot of buildings. They have like the tops of them will look like temples, and so that is because there's a lot of prominent Cambodians in this community, and there's also a lot of murals around here. So you'll definitely, as you go around this area, you'll see the difference between the old historic Long Beach that's been around for a while versus the new things that are up and coming. Some of it's like market rate, expensive housing, some of it's senior housing. You know, there's a a small local legend, El Sal's restaurant down there. If you want tacos after the club, that's where you go. So you see a little bit of Long Beach history, and you see the changes that we've been experiencing over the last like 10 to 15 years.
A lot of them are small businesses that are like family owned, and they've been here for years. And a lot of them bring their culture to the neighborhood. You can find almost any cultural store around here, especially when it comes to food.
Well, I'm from Long Beach all my life, and now they renamed this area Cambodia Town. I'm not sure. I think it starts on Orange and goes that way on Anaheim. But this area here, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Regentification. They came through here and they regentification this whole little area, and they gave it a nickname. It's like in LA, they got Chinatown or Little Tokyo. Here we got Cambodia Town. So it's like from, I believe, Orange all the way to, I'm not sure how far, I think Cherry maybe, but it's like Cambodia Town. But it's all Long Beach. Long Beach is a big melting pot of cultures. Black, white, Samoan, Mexicans, Asians, Cambodian, Filipinos, just Chinese, Japanese, just all. Long Beach is a big old melting pot of races. But this area here we in, they gentrified this area and called it Cambodia Town now. And actually the newest member of our group is Papa John, and he's Cambodian. And he's the youngest member of our group, the time manager, Papa John. Shout out to Cambodia Town.
I feel like what like changed over time, I feel like the stores and like style in general, like clothing, cars, and like the city, like just downtown in general. And then I say technology is what changed a lot, especially with like the movie theater and everything. And then also with like signs everywhere. You got like electrical signs, digital signs, like it just all like changes over time.
Yeah, I think that like the prices are higher.
Got it right on the nose right there.
It's like it's everywhere like that. So.
Yeah, this area has changed a lot. I mean, even if you just go down a couple blocks, there was a store and there was a bunch of small businesses, and the developer completely tore everything down, and all of those small businesses are gone now, and they rebuilt everything. So now there's the Smart and Final, which was already there, and there's a pharmacy, and then nothing else. And so you'll see a lot of businesses are closed along the street, and new buildings are going up. So small working class ownership has decreased on this section, and it's a gentrification. So there's an effort to push a lot of the working class people out of this community and bring new higher income folks in.
I think there's a lot less gangs, and I think there's a lot more jobs now.
You better have your credit up, your money up, and know the area you're moving to, because some areas look real nice in the daytime, but at nighttime, it's the homies come out at night. You know, that's all I can tell you. I mean, I'm from here all my life, so I know where to go, where not to go, and when to go and when to go. So that's all I can tell you. I can't give you too much info, but it's hood stuff. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. I'm from the east side all my life, so I know where to go, and I'm 58 years old. I've never been shot. I've never been stabbed, but I got jumped a few times, and thank you for not stabbing me and shooting me. Y'all niggas know who you are. But it's all good, though.
Like my generation, I feel like gangs and stuff is what changed a lot of it. Like kids from my generation, they see all these rappers on Instagram being tough, flexing money, throwing up gang signs and stuff, and they think that's just cool. And I feel like it drove like a lot of influence on kids my age. Like I've lost a lot of friends this year due to gun violence and gangs, and I just don't want to have somebody's parent go through that the way that my friends' parents went through that, losing their one and only child or one of their children. And I feel like just gangs in general have driven like a bad influence on kids my age.
I'm really shocked that there's some places like where you can rent a bed for like 20-25 bucks. It's really nice. Like if you're low on the budget, then you can like stay in LA for this amount of money.
Okay.
And probably if you want to spend a lot of money, you can spend it here easily.
What challenges? Oh, I mean, challenges are rents are going up. The housing is not improving, so you paying twice for same, no parking, small house, carpet, landlord special, painted over rats, mold, roaches, and people's wages are not going up. So, all these new buildings you'll see, they're not things that the people who live in this community can actually afford to live in right now. So I'm not sure about the home ownership, but based on, my dreaming on going on Zillow, it's also really expensive. I'm from here, I'm born and raised, I can't buy a home. They're like $600,000, $700,000, $800,000. 10 years ago, they were half that, and that was still a lot. So it's hard if you actually care about this community, you want to stay, you want to grow here, to afford to be able to be here.
Parking. It's gonna be parking for sure.
Shit. This area right here, back in the days, it wasn't too much working class roots in this area back in the days. But now, it's like a lot of, since the regentrification, I think I'm saying that right, it's a lot of work going on right now.
I feel like Long Beach is more of like a movie set in general. Like you got, like I said, downtown, you got the beach, and then just like everything in general around Long Beach, it's just like one big movie. And like every single time you come out, the sun's out, and then there's a nice little breeze, palm trees almost everywhere. And yeah.
I think the future is going to be better because we have artificial intelligence and it's like he really helped me like in my daily questions, and I think if more people will go there to find good solutions, then we're gonna live better because it helps, because sometimes people don't want to help, and artificial intelligence, especially in USA, it grows really quick and it's nice. So I see these, for example, Waymo cars, and it's so nice like that we don't need to use like the drivers. If like it's like the price is higher, but still we have like the like artificial intelligence already helps people like me to get somewhere, like so I know I'm not gonna be overcharged or something, so I think in this era we're living in, it's gonna be better. If we go like closer to God, and if we use the technologies for good, then we're gonna be good.
I mean, look, you got an OG just rolled by on the bike right there. Like, I think that's it. We want to be outside, we want to enjoy the sun, we want to enjoy the weather, we want to do it, we can do it at a low cost. When people get off work, they just stream out of their businesses. This is what we want to do. Long Beach is it's a chill town. It's not LA. We're not fast paced, we're not super busy. There's a lot to do here, but we move a little bit slower. It's a town. It's a town on purpose. We're not about the fast life.
This is like the home of our culture, and we all need that besides from working too, like we all need some type of like release and like cultural center where we all have each other and like a place to like have each other as a family, So I think that's cool.
I feel like to live in Long Beach, you really do gotta have money to live out here. But it's a good place to visit and everything, but just the prices on houses out here are kind of outrageous. Like a 3-bedroom for like almost $500,000, and the apartments are going crazy and everything. And then like just like the skyscraper buildings, like the apartments, those are nice, but you gotta have money to live here. Good job, stable job.
I mean, I think if you look historically at any city, at any neighborhood that had artists, it had black folks, it had brown folks, it had working class folks, like those are the areas that are targeted for gentrification because that's where the culture is. That's where the ideas are. That's where the fun is. that's where the good vibes are. Like, you know, most communities, you know, they have gangs, you know, they have their drugs, but that's like contained within those spaces. Most folks, it's just like that. It's just the mom pushing the kid around, it's the OG on the bike, and people are attracted to that. They want to be a part of that. Unfortunately, some of the people who are attracted to that, when they get here, they don't contribute to the community. They just want to live in it and experience it, but not actually be a part of it. They don't get to know their neighbors. They don't shop at the local businesses. They'll get in their car and drive all the way to some fancy spot and then come back and go in their house. And so, you know, I think we attract, and then people extract from that.
Oh man, affordability. I can't even touch on that because it's expensive out here, to be honest. I think when it comes down to that, the only thing that could be affordable for people is the new places that are opening up, like the condos and apartments downtown and stuff, you know. But even then, it's not affordable, bro. They make it so you can afford it. When you get in there, it's like, what I signed up for. It's a whole mortgage.
Because I've been here all my life. I've only been on the east side all my life. I never lived nowhere else but the east side. Besides prison for 4 years, but I've always been on the east side of Long Beach. So I can't really, it's kind of, that question's kind of hard for me to answer because all I know is the east side of Long Beach. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
So did the prices go up over?
Oh, up. They've been going up since the 80s. They've been going up. Never really coming down. They've been going up since the 80s. And I wish I would have bought some property back when I was hustling back in the days, but I didn't. I had to learn my lesson, but it's all good, you know?
My grandma, she's lived here for over 20 years, and she's seen a lot of changes, especially with like buildings and stuff, more of the malls being built, more like activities to do around here, more like communities coming together, it's just like more of everything in general. Like it's starting to stand out more, like parades and everything, and yeah.
Oh, I mean, in comparison to the rest of Long Beach, rents have gone up everywhere. There's definitely some areas, and particularly this one, they're targeted to displace people, so rents have been skyrocketing. You know, I've seen some people, their rents have doubled in like a month or two. And it's like, you know, if my income didn't double in 1 month, then how am I going to pay that rent? So, you know, we live in areas that are targeted for people to be displaced.
This area in the next decade, I can see it. It's already called Cambodia Town. I just see it getting bigger, better, and more, more money. Because, you know, Cambodian people they just like black people. They hustlers. They went through the struggle just like we did, you know. And the Mexicans, they hustlers. They hardworking people just like us.
I'll say more with like technology. I'll just say like everything in general, like, because you got car shows happening down here. I feel like those are getting more advanced with technology and everything. And then you got, like, me and my friends, we come out here on bikes, and I feel like that's one way to grow your social media and everything. I feel like you gotta have like more of an influence towards, like, as like the years go on, technology's gonna get more advanced, and they're gonna bring it more to the city.
You know, probably a mixed bag. I mean, in some ways, there's some changes that are good. We can't stop change. You know, and some things are good. Like sometimes it's nice to get the sidewalk paved and you get a cleaner street. And in other ways, at least for me, I see a lot of people moving here who don't care about the people who are here. And I feel like that's unfortunate because they're missing out on a lot. They're missing out on a lot of good community and connections, and they're also changing the culture by taking away our connectedness, by not being a part of community. So, you know, there's some positives, but there's definitely a lot of negatives. And a lot of people are also, they have to move far away because they can't afford to stay here anymore. And usually that's a lot of people who have been here for a long time. And then they're just like, I can't raise my kids here. I can't grow up here. I can't make a life for myself. So they have to leave.
They should know about the area that they invest in versus buying and renting, or if they want to live there. Because it's easy to buy something and rent it out. But if you want to live there, sometimes you got to deal with the homies hanging out and, you know, just certain people, you know, like say that certain people come out at night that you don't want to be around, you know. Just be aware of your surroundings and know what you're buying and do your homework.
I'll say you get more of a, like a, I don't know how to explain it, like the opportunities that you get is like, you do get a lot of jobs and everything out here too. And I feel like Long Beach is just like a place to like make friends, come together as a community. Like all the communities, like you got the Pride community, African American community, Mexican community and everything. Like it just like all brings us together as like one like big family. I just like to consider it as like a Long Beach family.
I mean, I don't know, because, you know, we didn't think this would be like this. I have hope, especially because of social media and a lot of the young people, like they're getting more educated about issues that affect everybody and they're speaking out about it. So I want to hope that a lot of people, and especially the young people, like they'll be more active and they're involved in their communities and be committed to like fighting against negative changes.
Of course, I mean, I had to come out and pay homage to my homie, Playboy Eddie, who just passed away like last week. And we met at Venice Beach in 1978, and he was the ultimate battler. And back then it was like, Playboy Eddie was a Latino, and back then there was like maybe 5 or 7 Latinos that was really, really known in battlers, and he was like one of the top ones. It was Taco, Playboy Eddie, Hugo. It wasn't really a lot of Latino battlers back in the day. So I mean, he was one. He was there. He was the original from the foundation from day one. It wasn't scared to battle nobody. And up until like 3 or 4 months ago, he called out Poppin' Pete. So Playboy Eddie was definitely original pop locker, the West Coast, and much love and respect. Gonna miss you, homie. And I know you up there battling somebody up there, because that's what you do. But he called out any and everybody, and that's what he do. So I had to come pay my respects to the homie, Playboy Eddie. OG Long Beach Time Bandits.
Yes, sir.
Pop here, East Side of Long Beach, and we out.
There's a lot of small independent businesses, artists, people who have been here, people who are from here, and they don't get put up in the spotlight even when the city does grants or loans. Like a lot of the people who get those things are people who are not from here. So I would say invest in the people who have been here, who are still here, who are working to improve the conditions of the community. Iceman has been here for decades holding it down for this breaking class, and a lot of folks have been able to benefit from him holding this space. The same with Mama Mandela. She's been holding this class for decades, and a lot of people have benefited from that. But these are our local community heroes who don't get the recognition that they deserve from the city. So I say invest in the people who have been here, who are not getting the flowers. They're not getting the benefits of like really holding space for people, for many, many years.
Dear Lord, when it's all said and done, will we be the greatest rappers alive? Will we be the best group? Will we have the most hustle? Will we sell the most records? Will we make a lot of money? I'm saying. My mama always told me to pray when you seen signs of trouble or you had a rainy day. Well, right now I ain't thinking about church, I'm thinking about trapping and traffic and work. IRS taking too much money for me to work. I can make more money with a Boley and a biscuit. Fully loaded clip, cooking grams in the kitchen. It's hard to survive when you're living off a pension. Little niggas out here better pay attention. They make more money for prisons than build schools, and they charge more for crack than cocaine do. And in my hood, that's the only thing that dope fiends use. They suck their glass dick, cause we don't have shit. We don't got college funds, we don't got role models. Half the niggas around my way don't even know they own father. Should we blame the system or blame the baby mama? Dear Lord, when it's all said and done, will we be the greatest rappers alive? Will we be the best group? Will we have the most hustle? Will we sell the most records? Will we make a lot of money? I'm saying.
My daddy is a preacher, man, he say I'm doing wrong. I told him I'm a rapper, man, I'm only doing songs. A rapper's what I've been all along, and this is what I'll be until I'm gone. And since I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right, cause I don't see no at night. Y'all sleeping tonight, so why not be working since he coming like a thief in the night? Don't say my speech isn't right. I speak hip hop, I live hip hop, I am hip hop. I won't stop, I can't do it. When God birthed me, he knew it. That's why you see me do it, and he gon' see me through it. Contrary to the popular belief, he is in my reach and he is who I seek. Lord, you make me strong when I'm weak. That's why I am never weak. But they don't peep. They ain't even spoken a week. I think they might need a meet and greet.
Dear Lord, when it's all said and done, will we be the greatest rappers alive? Will we be the best group? Will we have the most hustle? Will we sell the most records? Will we make a lot of money? I'm saying, dear Lord, when it's all said and done, will we be the greatest rappers alive? Will we be the best group? Will we have the most hustle? Will we sell the most records?